Hello, everybody. My name is Scott Sanders. I'm sorry that I can't meet you in person, but this is going to have to suffice. Over the next several minutes, I'm going to talk you through my growth in this IB certification program, at least that growth that I'm most conscious of. And I'm going to base it on a simple inquiry framework. So enjoy. I've seen a couple of your presentations already, and I've enjoyed them, and I look forward to seeing the others. So here we go. It seems funny now, but the hardest thing for me to do in regards to this course was actually get enrolled in it. I'm a 20-year veteran teacher. I've taught a number of courses within the social sciences. I was a principal for several years. I was a college counselor. I worked as an educational consultant. I worked with a textbook for a small publishing house. And everything I've done has been within international education. Now, because of that, we've been surrounded by the exploding popularity of the IB for the last 2 decades. But for different reasons, we've always been firmly within the College Board's advanced placement camp. And while there are things that I like about AP, I've become increasingly aware that the International Baccalaureate program offers a curriculum that ultimately is more challenging for students. And more important than the rigor of it is I think it's better suited for the changes that our students are going to confront. Certainly better relative to what the advanced placement program is offering amongst almost all of its courses, although I'll get into the exception later on. I don't know that I'm self-aware of any growth in the very beginning of the course. However, in session 2, a reservation arose for me that has stuck with me throughout the course, and I think I will carry with me into semester 2. And in session 2, we were asked to examine how the International Baccalaureate defines and applies the concept of international mindedness. I have some misgivings about the IB's overemphasis on international mindedness, and I think that's a consequence of the fact that the school settings where I've worked have been highly diverse in their ethnicities, in their religions, in their nationalities, in their languages. So I worry about this Western definition of international mindedness and what exactly it's hoping to achieve. Alexander Cooper posted a really great comment on one of the discussion boards that more or less went along these lines. I'm not going to quote it perfectly. That said, I don't know about teaching international mindedness. Why don't we just teach good old-fashioned empathy? And for me and for the experiences that I've had in international classrooms, that resonates and makes a lot of sense to me. And I'm not sure IB's emphasis or definition and their goal for international mindedness has convinced me yet, although it's something that I'll continue to explore moving forward. I'm very fortunate in that I am married to a teacher. She's also an international educator. She's a citizen of Guatemala, and she teaches Spanish. And she currently teaches the same students I do at the same school I do. And between sessions 4 and 10, kind of the meat of this first semester, we started to look at a number of concepts that we both knew really well, from constructivism to Dewey's experiential learning to understanding by design, the 6 facets of understanding, backward design, the importance of multilingualism, a host of other things. But all the things that Heather threw at us, none of them were new to either one of us. But we both got really excited in the middle of this course, and my wife is next to me as I'm taping this, and out of the corner of my eye, I'm watching her vigorously nod yes. What became exciting about this course is how it all came together as a coherent whole. So while I know all of these different ideas, I'm aware of, Vygotsky and the zone of proximal development and scaffolding and experiential learning, all these different things, I've tried to bring them into the courses that I've taught over the last 20 years piecemeal. But what the IB does that's great, and it just makes perfect sense to a degree that makes me question why haven't we done this before, is it brings in all of these elements explicitly and very clearly says, we're going to build a framework around these ideas that we know that are great and that, pretty much everybody has accepted these points. And we're going to provide a platform and a path where you're very clearly, everybody's moving in that same direction, incorporating and integrating these really great pedagogical ideas. And that was a significant aha moment, a moment of growth for me. And I know that my wife would say the same. She's also enrolled in the course in a different cohort. The single biggest moment of growth, and I think what's going to stay with me for years to come, was the speech by Chimamanda Adichie, The Danger of a Single Story. We listened to that during session 10 when Heather asked us to explore the IB's focus on interdisciplinary thinking. And I thought, not only was it a powerful speech, but what a great way to hit home on the importance of interdisciplinary thinking, and what a great way to support the IB's focus on it. So I have every intention of stealing that video and using it either in my 20th century history class or my AP seminar course that I currently teach. But that challenged me in some very meaningful ways. So that was the big one. My field study was dedicated to comparing and evaluating the use of inquiry-based learning among the IB/DP humanities courses, including history and TOK, versus the College Board's new AP Capstone program, which is a 2-year program that includes AP Seminar and AP Research. I teach AP Seminar this year for the second year. And what I concluded from my research is that both programs are using inquiry-based learning to a high degree, but ultimately IB/DP students are much more comfortable using inquiry to guide their own investigations. So while the College Board, I think, has made a wide decision in bringing IBL into their curriculum, specifically through these 2 courses, it is pervasive throughout what IB/DP students do. And I had the opportunity to interview teachers, and the host school was very gracious in letting me speak to their students, and I asked them, were they aware of inquiry? How did they use inquiry? Did they value inquiry? And all of the answers they gave clearly showed that IBL is integral to the IB experience, and that IB/DP students, and this is a particularly good school that I observed, but IB/DP students at a very good school were very adept at using inquiry to guide their own investigation. So thanks for watching. I'm sorry we couldn't do this in person. I'd love to meet you guys face to face. But before I go, I want to say that I very much enjoy reading the things that you post online and the work that you share. And I feel very fortunate in the fact that we have such diverse backgrounds and these different perspectives on this course. So guys, I look very forward to continuing to work with you in semester 2. Good luck to everybody.